What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the What Up Though Show. It's your boy Dame D, and I am back with another one. Today we're going to be watching the Saturday night fights. We have a full span of undercards that's going on tonight. We're going to be watching coming up, and maybe two more fights. We're going to have the Lamont Roach versus Cruz fight for the hold on. Let me double check that. Yeah, we're going to have Lamont Roach versus Isaac Cruz for the championship belt. So we have another. This is Laura versus Gonzalez right now that we're watching for the WBA middleweight championship title right now. So we have one more title fight before the main event. So I'm just checking in, getting everything, making sure my audio and video can everything be heard. So give me a second. Let me do a sound check on everything, make sure I can be heard. So I'm just about to do a sound check, make sure that we can be heard. How's everybody Saturday night going? How's everybody Saturday night? Okay, so we can be heard. So I just want to check that. So I'm gonna come out of here. So I can be heard. What's going on, y'all? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like I said, we're going to be we're at Saturday night fights right now. We're watching the WBA middleweight title fight versus Laura and Gonzalez. So we're waiting on the main event with Lamont Roach, and you have Pitbull Isaac Cruz going to be fighting in the main event. So I'm just trying to get everything set up. So like I said, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell me where you're checking in from, who you got in tonight's fight. I don't know why it keeps showing me this version. So what's going on? How's everybody Saturday night been going on? I'm just getting in, getting everything set up. So give me a second. Just trying to get everything set up. This has been a pretty good fight between Laura and Gonzalez. Look like Laura has been getting the best of Gonzalez. Let me see what round this is. But like I said, I'm just now getting in. I'm trying to get everything set up for the main event. So this is round 10 of 12 for the WBA middleweight title fight. Laura versus Gonzalez. I'm gonna try to get a few invites in real quick. Invite a few of my people in to, come and join and commentate this fight. If you guys want to come in, send me your email. You're more than welcome to come on in. I'll bring you up to the stage and you can chop it up with me live watching the fight. And we go with the bullshit. All right, so give me a second. I'm just sending out a few invites. If you want to come in, put your email in the comment section. I'll be able to bring you in that way. Okay, give me one more second, guys. I'm almost done sending out my invites. So this has been a pretty contested fight right here. Gonzalez picked up this fight because the actual guy that Laura was getting ready to fight, he tested positive for steroids. So Gonzalez stepped in actually a week before the fight. But for the most part, it looks like Laura has controlled the fight, dominated the fight, in all fashions of this fight, from what I'm seeing thus far. Okay, so like I said, we got a few people here watching. I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Give me your thoughts on tonight's fight. On this fight, Laura versus Gonzalez. Looked like Laura has dominated this fight. I believe he put Gonzalez down a few times. So I'm just now, like I said, getting in, getting set up, getting ready for the main event. The comment section is open. You guys definitely comment. Let me know what you think about tonight's fight. Let me know if you were watching the fight. Saturday, a lot of people probably watching a lot of these college football championships that's going on today. I know you had Ohio State versus Indiana, I believe. Tonight, you had Georgia versus Alabama. So tonight was a pretty good night for sports. Let me make sure. Okay, so I don't know why I keep showing this version of it. Okay, so it's not recording. I'll look at it on YouTube. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure everything is right. You guys can hear me loud and clear. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure everything. Okay, so we can be heard. All right, so everything is showing. Everything is cool. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and like I said, we're just waiting on the main event. I'm just checking in, chiming in, getting prepared, getting ready for the main event. But you got Laura versus Gonzalez in this WBA middleweight title. For the most part, Laura has been landing that left hand. I believe he's put Gonzalez down twice thus far in the fight. But the fight has been dominated by Laura thus far. .145 left in the 11th round. And for the most part, Gonzalez was a fill-in from the original fight. He didn't make he tested positive for PEDs. So Gonzalez, like I said, he's just a fill-in for who Laura was going to fight originally. But your boy Frank the Ghost Martin fought tonight. He ended up securing he got him a belt tonight. So that was a good look for him, Frank the Ghost Martin, after losing that fight to your boy Tank about a year ago. So that was a good look, hopefully we'll get a good contested fight. This should be a good fight between Lamont Roach and Pitbull Cruz, for a title fight. So this should make it for a great fight. Pitbull it's always a good fight. When Pitbull is in there, he's always aggressive. He's going to bring it to you. And if you don't have what it takes to be in there, he's going to get you up out of there. Okay, so We got one more round before this fight is over with, and we got two more main events coming up. That guy, and to me, Rolando Romeo, he's pretty much he's a bum to me. He's a lot of these guys are just overrated fighters. A lot of these guys don't, if they fought back 10, 15 years ago, wouldn't even be thought of or wouldn't even be in the rankings of having a title fight. But it is what it is. I guess you can't blame the competition of the fighters. But the 12th and final round, Laura versus Gonzalez for the WBA middleweight title fight. Like I said, for the most part, Laura has controlled this fight. Gonzalez in this last and final 12th round, is bringing everything he got. He's pretty much going to need a knockout to win this fight. He's been down, I believe, twice already. So, the comment section is open. I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tell me what you think about this fight. If you're watching the fight, let me know who you're picking in tonight's main event. Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach. This goddamn headset is killing me. Yeah, and this has been a pretty, I'm not going to say a boring fight, but, for the most part, I'm ready for the next fight to start up. Your boy Frank the Ghost Martin won the belt tonight. That was a good look for him. What do you think about the comeback of your boy Earl Spence? Give me your thoughts on that. Laura, he's trying to bring it to him this final 12th round, but for the most part, Laura has this fight wrapped up. He's just trying to keep his distance, watch out for any big blows. Gonzalez wants to bring in the middle of the round, but for the most part, this fight is over with. Final 35 seconds left of the 12th and final round. Laura will retain his middleweight title. Okay, look like you're getting ready to put him down again. Yeah, put him down. You put him down, but he'll be saved by the bell. Yep. So saved by the bell. So I guess he put I guess he left that with the judges. No doubt that Laura won this fight. He's going to retain his title. Yeah, he was hitting him with a lot of double lefts all fight. It was a pretty entertaining fight. Yeah. But for the most part, Gonzalez was outclassed, outboxed, outmatched this fight. In meaning, so he had less than a week pretty much to prepare for this fight. Okay, so we're just waiting on the announcer to come back with the winner, which we know who the winner is. No, but we got two more fights. One more fight before the main event. Hold on for 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, that's a lot better. And still the WBA middleweight champion, Landy Lara. All right, so that was like I said, it was a pretty interesting fight. Meaning that Gonzalez was a fill-in for Lara. He wasn't the original fighter. The original fighter he was disqualified because of PEDs. So we got two more fights coming up, one more to the main event. You got Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach. Should be a pretty interesting fight. Both fighters has fought Tank Davis, and both fight. Lamont Roach had a draw. And Pitbull won 12 rounds with him. So this should be a pretty good, interesting fight. Should be a really good fight. I like the style of Pitbull. Like I said, Pitbull is an aggressive fighter. If you're not on your shit, he's gonna bring it up out of you. Okay, I missed Sugar Shane's fought tonight. Rolly, like I said, to me, he's an overrated champion. So we got the co-main event getting ready to come up next. What's good, y'all? How your Saturday night going on tonight? Hopefully you guys is having a great night. We sitting here getting ready to watch these last two fights coming up tonight. Having a great night. Okay, I can be heard over there. So what's going on, everybody over there on Facebook? What up, though, to everybody on YouTube? What up to everybody on Instagram? We are live, broadcasting live on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, that like, and you share. It's going to be it's been some pretty interesting fights tonight. We're waiting on the main event. We got two more fights before the main event, before your boy Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach. Going to be a pretty interesting fight. Both fighters are coming off a fight with your boy Tank Davis. Pitbull won 12 rounds, and it was a draw between Lamont and Tank. So therefore, this should make for a pretty interesting fight. But before this fight, we have one more pre-main event coming up. And this should be a pretty good fight. I'm not familiar with either fighter, but it should be a pretty good fight from what I'm seeing. from the stat. From the tail of the tape, I should say. Trying to see if I can get BJ3, my fight insider, in here. Let me send him another request. All right, guys. So give me 1 second. I'm getting ready to get me something to drink. I'll be right back. Be right back. BJ3, what up, though?
What up, though? My man,
Can you hear me?
loud and clear. Now, why is
I hear you
Oshaki?
now. My bad. I had you turned down.
Why is
What you say?
Oshaki going in first and he got the belt?
I see both the last fight and this fight both had problems with making the weight.
Who didn't make weight? Oh,
Yeah, but the
Cool
last
Boy
fight dude
Steph
didn't
didn't
make
make
weight.
weight.
Well, no, you know what? The other dude got tested for PEDs, and this guy didn't make weight.
Right. So is Cool Boy Steph in the ring already? Did I miss that? No, he not. So why is the champ going in?
Nah, he getting ready to come out.
So why is the champ going in the
Let me
ring
turn
first?
this down, son. Who is that?
I'm outside.
Who is that walking out with him?
I can't hear no commentating. Excuse me. I'm outside. I can see the fight. So you're gonna have to tell me what's happening.
Okay,
Why is
well,
the
right now
champ?
they
Why is the champ out
depending on
first?
where you at, right now I just see somebody getting ready to Somebody's walking the champion in the ring.
Now you know who the champ is, right?
No, I don't.
So,
Stephen Fulton is the champion.
Stephen Fulton got a belt.
Yeah, Stephen Fulton is the two-time division world champion. But he missed the 130-pound limit. So I don't know what this means. So
he came in at 132. But hold on. Right. I thought he got a belt. I thought his last fight was
he got 2 belts.
So he must have moved down or moved up to fight anyway. Kept his belts and came back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they fight that. What they fighting at? This 130. This is 130 because he weighed 132. Yeah, they fighting at 130. Okay.
Yeah, but I did not get. Update us on the Frank the Ghost Martin fight. I saw he won the title. Let me turn this down.
You updated me. I didn't know it was a title, but I seen the highlights. He won.
Yeah, I think he won the title.
He won by knockout.
Yeah, by knockout.
And your boy was in the arena. EJ.
I saw Earl Spence. Yeah, he was there. Yeah, he said he was back too.
Who you gonna fight?
I turned it down a little bit, so you should be able to hear me a little bit better. I may have to turn it back up a little bit because I can't hear nothing now.
So Cool Boy is the champ in this weight class at 130.
Yeah, he got 2 belts. So I don't even know if this is going to be a title fight. Meaning that
it's not. He's a big weight. All right, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna put my earpieces in.
Okay.
Because the wife in the house too. So.
Let me take this out my ears. All right, here's the Jimmy Lennon drew him with the card. Turn this up a little bit more. All right, come on with this buffer and shit.
Did they say this is his first fight after his loss? Right?
Say that again, BJ3.
I'm going to have to Google it.
They said he didn't make weight. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't make weight. They were supposed to be fighting for the belt, but they're not fighting for nothing now. So how you got 2 belts? They didn't bring his losses.
All right, so here we go. They're introducing the fighters to the fight, but the thing is, no one will walk away. You know what? No one will walk away, or he can't lose his title because he did not make the weight. So I don't know how this will go. This will just be a fight, a non-title fight, pretty much.
Belt can't exchange hands.
So so Foster is the 2-time current champion.
You got the belt? Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so old boy had a belt too, BJ3. So who belt were they fighting for?
I guess it was supposed to be the unification fight, but since he didn't make weight, then that's out the window.
Right. Yeah, I hate fights like this, man. I see you got your boy back there holding up the belt. What's his name?
Who that?
That's holding up the belt. I forget his name. No, but I hate watching fights like that. Like if that was supposed to be for a title fight, and the fighter did not make weight, so it's not going to be the fight that we thought it was going to be. But both of them are champions. It should be a great fight. I don't know where you at, BJ3. I don't know if you're how far I'm ahead of you or how far you are ahead of me. But they just went back to the both corners. They're getting ready to start up.
Yeah, we may be almost together. They just finished announcing everybody taking off Cool Boy Steph's shirt. So they're about to go to the
So
center.
I'm right here. The bell is getting ready. The bell just about to ring.
Okay.
So I'll tell you when the well, the bell just rang on my part. Okay, so here we go. You got Fulton in the gold pants, and then you got Foster in the black and red. And this is for the interim lightweight title, which
130.
they're not going to fight for the title because Fulton didn't make weight.
Oh, they fighting at 135 pounds.
Two righties fighting against each other. I like Foster so far. He kind of remind me of a young Zab Judith. You hear me, BJ3?
Yeah. Cool Boy is fast. He's fast. He like twitchy, like cat-like. He only has one loss.
So this is round 1 of 12. First round they're filling each other out. So it'll take a few rounds for for this fight to actually get started.
They kind of get it going. They a lot of jabs thrown, a lot of posturing going on, a lot of sizing up. Fullerton is basically on defense mode. He got his checking him out, doing counters. Foster is aggressively moving forward, trying to throw the jab.
Yeah, Fulton trying to throw that right hand. But it's a bunch of filling each other out. It's been a pretty interesting first round. For the most part, Foster's been the aggressor out of the two. But Fulton has a dangerous overhand right that he's trying to land. But give me your opinion. Give me your thoughts on both of the fighters, BJ3. Give me your thoughts. Who are you picking to win this fight?
Man, you probably like 15 seconds ahead of me.
Okay.
I like both guys. I like Cool Boy Steph a little more. He has less power. Foster, he has a little more power, I think. So it's gonna be a 12 round fight. So it's gonna be a matter of
it's gonna be a battle of nutrition then if it's gonna be a 12-round fight. The way Fulton throwing them overhand right hooks, it don't look like it's gonna go 4 rounds.
And he has like 23 wins, 8 knockouts.
Yeah. So this was a interesting, pretty intense first round. I'll give the first round to not Fulton, but Foster, I should say. Yeah.
For being the aggressor?
For being the aggressor, and he landed a lot more jabs in that fight.
It just ended. The round just ended on my side.
Yeah, Fulton was pretty much just trying to land that overhand right for the most part, trying to counter. So I'm buffering a little bit. So we may be caught up by now, BJ3, because mine buffering a little bit.
Yeah, we'll move further ahead.
That's Frank the Ghost right there, ain't it? Iced up.
I ain't got to him yet.
Oh no, that looked like your boy. Okay, round number 2 just started for me.
Now mine buffering.
Fulton got a sharp jab, man. I like that jab.
No, that's Boots. That's
Okay,
boots
Foster
with
is
the
hitting with a
pink
nice
on.
1-2. Foster looked like he might have hurt Fulton with that little 1-2 he just threw. So now you got Foster. He's trying to turn it up a little bit. You know, to me, I thought he hurt him with that 1-2. Fulton got them skates on. Yeah, I don't know, BJ3. What you think about that, man? I think Fulton may be hurt from that 1-2 at the beginning of the round.
You know, you ahead of me, so I'm not
Okay.
really sure exactly what you were saying, but I do see him like on retreat mode. He ain't really being aggressive, but
Yeah,
that's how he fights.
he got hit with a good solid 1-2. I mean, you know, he may have recovered a little bit by now, but I believe he was hurt.
Well, his last fight, he got knocked out.
Right. Okay.
His only loss of
Was
his
a
career.
knockout. And he was
Yeah,
knocked
so
out.
he gonna be a
So
little cautious.
he a little nervous in there then.
Yeah.
And you can tell too by his posture, the way he keep moving around with his guards and stuff. It's almost like he's not sure, of his defense. I mean, that's a wild. I mean, that overhand, that right hook he got, man, is crazy. That looping right hand hook, or whatever you want to call it, that Fulton is doing. But to me, I think Foster is the more skilled fighter out of the two. I'm gonna go with Foster. But like I said, Fulton has a look like a powerful right hand if he landed.
I don't know what he's throwing, but I seen with the right hand you talking about. That ain't how
Yeah,
he
that
normally
looping
fight.
right hand.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Right. I would call it a looping right hand.
He looked unsure. He just
He looks unsure of himself. He look a little shaky.
Yeah. If Foster
Yeah.
gonna jump on him, he ain't got no reason but not to throw punches because the way he lost was my man threw a bunch of punches, caught him in the corner, and eventually he hit him with enough to put him to sleep.
Right.
So I think if he don't get it together, talking about Fortune, if he don't snap out of it and start doing some offense and doing something to keep him up off of him, it's gonna be a repeat.
Yeah, because like I said, and if they show it, then maybe they'll show it. But he got hit with a 1-2 in the beginning of round 2. That to me, I thought he was hurt. Gary Russell Jr. All right, here we go. The beginning of round 3. I'll give both of the rounds to Foster. To me, Fulton looks a little nervous. He looks a little unsure.
All right, look, I'm a hang up and come back only because you are a little bit ahead of me and something may happen.
Okay, go ahead.
Something about to happen. Look like something about to happen. Foster look like he's gonna jump on it.
Hit with another right hand. Okay, come on back in. I'll be here.
If I was
man, go ahead.
If I was in Foster's corner, I would tell him to jump on him. Like get on him. Just go forward. And throw punches.
I don't like how Fulton keep throwing them right hands, man. His skill set looks like his skill set should be better than what the punches that he's throwing. You know, but Foster about to get him up out of there pretty soon.
Yeah, it looked like it. And that's sad because he was killing everything until his last fight.
Yeah, because his skill set, man, how he throwing that
right
hand.
What in the world? What is that? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
Why
it
is he
looks
throwing his
horrible,
right
bro.
like that?
That's why I said the skill set looks crazy.
Yeah, he don't get stopped, man. This is sad. He
Yeah,
might as well
I
go to
mean,
retire.
he's probably a little nervous from his last fight of being knocked out, and like I told you, that last round he got caught with a 1-2 that I thought that hurt him. But yeah, BJ3, come on back in, and hopefully we can be caught up. When you come back in, or if you want to come on back in during the next fight, the main event, that'll be perfect. It's up to you.
Do we have one more? Is it? Or this is it? It's the main
No,
event is it.
you got the main event. You got Roach versus Pitbull.
Next. Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I'll call you. I'll call you when this look like it may be ended.
Okay, because
All right.
I get it's 2 more rounds, man. The way Fulton is looking, he should be up
He
out of
looks
there.
sad. He looks sad. I agree. All right. I'll call.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
go back in. All right.
All right. He boxing like Frank the Ghost Martin when he fought Tank. Nervous. He looked nervous, man. And to me, the skill set is not what it should be there for him to be fighting for the WBC lightweight title. Especially them right hands that he's throwing. I've never saw a looping right hand thrown like that by, someone who's getting ready to fight for a title. Those are shots that you normally see amateurs or a non, a beginner. Yeah, but so far, this fight has been dominated. By Foster. I give it 4 rounds to none. Really his corner need to tell him he needs to go for the knockout because, like I said in the earlier that second round, I thought that he hurt him with that 1-2 with that right hand. But this is the skill set of Foster is not what it should be. I mean, a Fulton is not what it should be for him to be 23-1, 23-1 and 8 KOs, man. And fighting for a title fight. That looping over here, right? It looks horrible. He's gonna have to go back and tighten it up, man. But here we go. The beginning of the 5th round or the 4th round. Okay, so Foster to open up softball. Yeah, Foster had got a lot, a little bit of confidence. Anytime a fighter switch up, you know, um, normally they hurt or normally they have a lot of confidence, and they see something that the other fighter doesn't see. Like I said, the skill set of Fulton and Foster is A and B. If Foster put together a few combinations, man, he can get this guy up out of there. And the same thing that I'm saying, the commentators are saying too. It looks like overmatched fight for Fulton. It looks like he shouldn't even be in this fight. But it's the 4th round. He's still in there. He has a fighter's punch. At least. Yeah, man. Go on in and let that left hand go, man. Yeah, Foster looks a lot sharper. His punches are, got a lot of snap to it. Fulton to me is just out there just winging and throwing punches. Yeah, he just popping him with that jab. That's it. Which if Fulton pay attention, man, shit, that he can throw that overhand right. I mean that overhand left hook because Foster has his right hand down, so he's open for overhand left hook. And Foster don't want to pull the trigger and get him up out of there, man. Get him up out of there. But we got the main event coming up next, man. Lamont Roach versus Pitbull Cruz. That's what we're waiting on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So give me your thoughts, give me your opinions on who you are picking in tonight's main event. Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont the Reaper Roach. Should be a great fight. Both fighters have in common Tank Davis. Isaac Pitbull Cruz won a 12-round decision, and Lamont Roach also went. It was a draw, 12-round decision. So this should make for a great fight. Pitbull is an aggressive fighter. He'll definitely bring it out of you. If you are not in there ready to fight, he's going to get you up out of there. Okay, so here we go. 5 out of 12. Yeah, man. Hey, ooh. You just said Foster with a good overhand right. That's what he got to do, be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, Foster is just keying in on him. He's more of a skilled fighter, taking his time. I give this fight maybe 2 or 3 more rounds, if that. Fulton is he's squaring and that he's squaring up, man. He's not even he doesn't even have his position right. He's already off balance with the way he's positioning his feet. So for the most part, Foster's the most aggressive. He's landing that 1-2 fight from left hand, right hand stance. Really, it's a boring fight. Foster is being outclassed. He's been outboxed. But Fulton is still in there. So like I said, at the end of the day, he does has a puncher's chance to be able to win this fight. But for the most part, Foster is dominating this fight from beginning to from the first through this 5th round, I should say. So Fulton was not able to make weight. I actually told the commentators that he had 2 Thanksgiving meals this week and was not able to make weight. Horrible. Coming into the fight, wasn't able to make weight. Now you in there getting your ass kicked. That's crazy. But for the most part, man, He's been outpunched. He's been outclassed, outboxed. It's almost like a, class A and class B. It's almost like he doesn't even deserve to be in there. How is he even fighting for a title? But it is what it is. Certain fights, certain fighters make for certain fights. But like I said, we got the main event getting ready to come up. That should be a great fight. You got your boy Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach. Both fighters has fought against your boy Tank. Tank. So it should be a good fight. Both fighters have won the distance with your boy Tank. Tank Davis, I should say. So here we go. Round 6 of 12. I've given every round to Foster thus far. And so have the commentators. Yeah, man, he's just been dominated this whole fight. Foster need to go ahead and go for that knockout. Get that boy up out of there. Quit playing with him. But I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow. Helps me get in the YouTube algorithm. But like I said, so far, man, this has been a pretty dominated fight by Foster. Fulton, to me, is just in there. He's not really doing anything to try to win this fight at all. Okay, Foster just landed a good left hand. Go ahead and get him up out of there, man. Quit playing with this bum. What up, though, James Sanders? James Sanders said, hello, Mr. Dame D. I'm not into boxing, but holla at the next Lions game. For sure, man. Y'all got a good game coming up this weekend. I was just mentioning you in my last show. So you said you're not a boxing fan. Got a good fight coming up, man. You got Martin, your boy Lamont Roach versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz coming up. They both fought Tank, in a title fight. So this should be a pretty interesting fight. But yeah, man, y'all got a good matchup this upcoming weekend. Who do the coach got this weekend? Yep, and it's been a pretty dominated fight by Foster. Fulton's been outclassed, he's been outpunched, he's been outboxed. And Foster need to quit playing and go on ahead and just get that boy up out of there because he in there bullshitting. Yeah, but who the coach got this week, this Sunday, James? Okay, so Foster's trying to turn it up a little bit, got Fulton in the corner. Okay, Jacksonville. Okay, so yeah, y'all should be able to get that win. And I think y'all coming off of a loss last week, if I'm not mistaken. So this definitely should be a good game for y'all to get a good win. But my Lions, man, we resting up. We got some bad news today. Brian Branch, he is out for the season, man. I don't know what's been going on with the Lions the last 2 years. We've just been injury depleted. You know what I mean? So hopefully, we can get him back sometime around this time next year. But that was a horrible loss for the team, man. So hopefully we'll get Joseph Kirby back this upcoming week, next game. But yeah, man, we've been dealt some horrible cards, with this injury, with these injuries the last 2 years with the Lions, man. But it's next man up. But here we go. Round 7 out of 12. Foster has dominated this fight from beginning, from round 1 through 7. What's going on out there? How's everybody's Saturday been going? Have y'all watched any of them college football championship games today? Yeah, Foster is just totally dominated. Fulton is being outclassed. I don't even know how he even made it to make this title fight. Because really I'm not too impressed with Foster. What's so crazy? The commentators are saying exactly, what I'm saying. After I said, but pretty much, man, Foster is just winning this fight, just throwing jabs alone. A few left hands and right hands from here, but for the most part, he's jabbing Fulton to death. You got the crowd booing. It's a pretty non-exciting fight. James Sanders said, I watched 3 college football games and watching one now. I was shocked to see that Georgia Alabama game, the score of that game. But Foster's trying to cut the ring off, putting a little bit pressure on Fulton. You got 39 seconds left in the 7th round. To me, man, Fulton is just trying to survive to the 12th round. That's it. All right, so we're coming up on the end of the 7th round, getting ready to head into the 8th round. Like I said, Foster has dominated this fight from round 1 to where we are at now. Who you picking for the national to be in the national championship, James? Who is your college team? Yeah, man. This, like I said, this fight has been dominated from the beginning to the end. Fulton has been pretty much outclassed. TCU, okay. TCU keeps a pretty good squad year in, year out. Yeah, Cam Ron sitting front row of the fight. Okay, round 8 out of 12. Like I said, Foster is dominating every round of this fight. Fulton is just pretty much just trying to make it to the 12th and final round. Yeah, commentators is, like I said, they're saying the same thing I just said. So Foster is trying to turn it up a little bit. Yeah, man. I wish I can. I wish I can turn this around and show y'all this fight. But yeah, we've just been able to come back. We were booted off YouTube for a week, for showing a little bit of the preliminaries from the last fight. from a week ago. So I'm not going to be able to show any of this fight, because like I said last week, I showed a little bit of the prelims that, I thought that was okay, but okay, good left hand by Foster. But yeah, I couldn't post or do anything for a week. So, I'm now able just getting back last week. Yeah, so pretty much, man, we just waiting on this main event. This fight, I don't know. This was a horrible fight. The only thing that's gonna make this fight better is if Foster end this fight with a knockout, because this really was a non-entertaining, non-action fight. So you a TCU fan, huh? So will y'all be in the playoff? One of the teams that'll be in the playoffs, I should say, James. You weird. This fight has bored me, but Foster's trying to turn it up, but one thing I can say, he got a little stamina. It's corner pretty much, and they're talking for nothing. He ain't listening to nothing they saying. For the most part, they need to be telling them, bro, you need a knockout. You've lost every round thus far from here. You know what I mean? They cancel your channel for that. Yeah, they did last week when I showed a little bit of the prelims. They took. I wasn't that able to go live or do anything on YouTube for a week. So yeah, YouTube been handing down some strict things, and which I understand, but I was under the wrong impression that I was able to show some of the preliminary fights that were free, but I guess that was a no. So, but you live and you learn. But I'm back up and I'm good now. So we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that like button. And make sure you share. So this is the 9 rounds out of 12. Pretty I'm not gonna say interesting fight, because Foster is just outclassing and outboxing Fulton to the point where, okay, so it looked like Fulton may be hurt now, so we may be close to seeing a stoppage at this fight. So what's the Jags record, James? But yeah, man, my team, the Lions, man, we've been catching some bad breaks. for the last 2 years, as far as injuries with our defense, but for the most part, man, hopefully our offense will be able to, to keep us going, with these injuries. Long as we can put up, the points that we've been putting up, and if we get Joseph, our other safety, back, we'll be all right, because we've played a few games earlier in the season without both of the guys already, and we did pretty good. So, next man up, man. That's how we're looking at things now. But yeah, man, Foster has dominated this fight from beginning to end. I don't know why his corner is not telling him to go on ahead and get this guy up out of there. But, we got the main event coming up, Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont the Reaper Roach. And they got, I believe, they got Lamont Roach. No, yeah, Lamont Roach as the Pitbull as the favorite, I believe. Yep. Cruz will be the smaller out of the two, but one thing about Cruz, he's going to come in there. He's going to be aggressive, and if you not on your shit, he will get you up out of there. He's very physical, so this will make for a great fight. I wish we were able to see Tank Davis and Roach fight again, but but this will be a good fight. All right, so here we go. We are in round 10 of 12. Foster has dominated every round of the fight. Foster has dominated, and dominated this fight totally with that jab. Literally the whole fight. Hitting him with that jab, 1-2, 1-2. Yeah, and this is crazy. And this is a 2-division champion that's looking outclassed and outmatched. I don't understand it. But I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you are watching this fight, give me your thoughts on this. Foster's making Fulton, who's a 2-time world champion, look like underclass, undermatched fighter. But we got the main event getting ready to come up. Tell me who do you got, guys, coming up? Who are you picking in that Lamont Roach, Isaac Pitbull Cruz fight? It's going to be a good fight. A pretty evenly matched fight. Like I said, I think Cruz, he'll be the aggressor. Ooh, that was a good right hand by Fulton. So this round, this has been a pretty decent round for Fulton. But yeah, the next fight, it should be whoa. Okay, he slipped. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a more action, more action-packed fight than this was, most definitely. But Fulton is starting to turn up a little bit. He hit Foster with a nice right hand that may have hurt Foster for a little bit, but but I guess different fighters make for different. It makes different fighters make for difficult fights for certain fighters. Okay, good left hand. Ooh, okay. Fulton is trying to turn it up a little bit. All right, so here we are. We are down to the final and 12th round, I believe. You know, and I probably I'll give I'll give Fulton that round right there. You know, he may have snuck in one round. Wow, and good right hand. Yep. So we got a few people in here watching. Definitely we need for you guys to make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button. You guys are sharing. You know, you make sure that you're hitting that like button too. All right, this is the 12th, and I believe the 12th and final round, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. Okay, no, this is this is 11th out of 12. So my bad. Oh, what kind of right hands is Fulton throwing, man? That looks horrible. These are some wild looping shots. You know, but hey, Fulton needs a knockout. You know, hopefully he can connect with one of them wild looping shots, because he just connected with that left hand looping shot. So Foster better be careful, because, you know, at this point, Fulton needs a knockout. Foster knows that. You know, so really only thing he had to do is just continue what he's been doing, keep popping that jab, keeping Fulton, you know, offset. Yeah, the commentators is just going in on this on Fulton. You know, but Fulton, like I said, these last two rounds, man, starting to put a little bit pressure on Foster. He knows he needs the knockout to win this fight. Yep. So how's everybody's Saturday going, man? How your Saturday been going, James? You know, I know you're hyped and you're ready for tomorrow for your boys to do their thing. You know, hopefully y'all go out there and y'all get that W. You know, have y'all wrapped y'all division up yet? What do you guys need to close your division out? Do y'all need one more win? And you know, if not, what do you guys need? Who do you guys need to lose, or how many more games you guys need to win to be able to lock that division up? Yeah, he's keep throwing that right looping hook. He's bloody now though. Foster got Fulton bloody, breathing hard. Fulton throwing that right, but Foster trying to cut that rope off and putting a little bit more pressure. So, you know, yeah, 10 seconds left in the 11th round. All right. So here we are. We are to the 12th and final round, getting ready to come up. You know, but for the most part, man, this fight has been dominated. It's been a one-sided fight. You know, I will give Fulton the last two rounds. He was a little bit more aggressive than he was all fight long, I should say. You know, so I will give him that. You know, and then I will give him the credit. He's been in there for 12 rounds. You know, I'll give him that. You know, to the point where he was able to go 12 rounds and was not stopped. But I just don't understand how he's a two-time world champion fighting like this. You know, must have been a bad night for Fulton tonight. Well, 12th and final round. All right, I see Denicios, I can't even read that. Okay, Full Fight Live. Okay, okay. All right, Jacksonville leads the division. Okay, so wow, I thought you guys were leading the division. So so tomorrow game is big for you guys. Okay, so Foster got Fulton up against the ropes. He looked like Foster is going for the knockout. Wow, that's crazy, James. I thought you guys had the division lead, so you guys must have lost a few games in a row. Didn't shows, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. ppvhd.com Full Fight Live. Red penalty card, red penalty, whatever. You guys go check him out. But for the most part, this fight is over with. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this 12th and final round. We're waiting on the main event. Waiting on Lamont, your boy Lamont Roach versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz in the main event. Good uppercut. All right, so we are down to the last 50 seconds of this final and 12th round of the WBC interim lightweight championship title fight. And Fulton is fighting like he's getting ready to win the belt. He should be fighting like he need a knockout. Yeah, I'm gonna go check your stuff out. If I'm pronouncing it right, Denchios. Check you out. But make sure that you hit that like, subscribe button for your boy. It helps the channel grow. So yes, we are here. Finally made it to the 12th and final round. This fight was dominated from beginning to end. It took everything in me to try to stay woke for this fight. Excuse me, this fight got me yawning over here. But yeah, man, for the most part, it was a dominated fight by Foster. Good one too. But Foster did what he had to do. He outboxed Fulton the whole fight and got the W. And that's what it counts. That's all you need. Sometimes you can't get the knockout all the time. So a win is a win. But he Foster definitely dominated. He definitely used that jab to his advantage, and it kept Fulton discombobulated the whole fight. Yep, but here we go. So let me know who you guys are picking. James Sanders said, "Can you believe that even washed up Aaron Rodgers beat the Colts with the Steelers?" Wow, yeah, man. Because at one point you guys were rolling. Said that James Sanders said the Colts only win until they meet their match. Yeah, man. You you guys are still in it. So tomorrow's game is going to be big, man. Tomorrow probably will let you know who will win that division. All right, so like I thought, Yep. So Foster is the new champion, the interim. Yep. Oshaki Foster wins a unanimous decision. All right, so here we go. We're getting ready to come up to the main event. Yeah, man, I am. I'm a little sleepy. Well, this last fight kind of get me a little sleepy, a little lackluster. Kind of hard watching that fight, but for the most part, I'm here. The main event is getting ready to come up, so I'll probably hype myself back up in a little bit. But yeah, just a little sleepy. I've been up since early this morning too. So, but yeah, no, we got the main event coming up. I'm definitely getting ready to hype back up. Pitbull, Cruz definitely will entertain you. Give you a good fight. So, I'm excited about that. But yeah, that last fight, man, it was hard to watch, man. Yeah, but man, like I said, this week, tomorrow's game, I'll let you guys probably know how you're going to finish the season off. Because how many games you said you guys are behind the Jaguar? Yep. So we got the main event. We got a few people here watching the show. You got the main event getting ready to come up. You got your boy Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus your boy Lamont Roach. Both fighters fought against Tank Davis. Both fighters won 12 rounds. I believe Cruz won a 12-round decision, and he had a draw against Lamont Roach. So this should be a good, evenly contested fight. So give me you guys' opinion. Who do you think is going to win this fight? Who are you picking? I know, James, you said you're not a fight fan, but are you familiar with both of these fighters? Here we go. You said one game? Okay, James said one game. So yeah, man, y'all need this game then. Get this game, y'all right back in it. But like a lot of people were saying, James, man, for like the Broncos and the Colts, a lot of people were waiting for the Colts and Denver to falter during the end of the season. A lot of people was saying that the Colts really didn't play anybody yet. Let's wait till they get to the end of the season and see where the cards fall then. Because you got teams like Baltimore that's turning back up. A lot of people thought that their playoff hopes were out of it. Okay, James said not at all. And hopefully you were talking about far as being a boxing fan or knowing the two fighters coming up. Oh wow, I didn't know you fought him. Oh wow, hey, Pitbull is a beast, man. I'm just sitting up here. They're showing his highlights. But this is getting ready to be a good fight. Like I said, Pitbull is exactly what they call him. He's a little pit bull, and he's very aggressive. And if you're not prepared, he's going to get you up out of there. Yep. James said the coach won't win tomorrow. Wow, bro. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the coach will get that W tomorrow, man. I'm gonna say y'all gonna get that win. I'm gonna say y'all gonna get that W. Yeah, man. Look. I know how you feel, man. I was feeling like that with my boys the other day, but that was a win we had to get. We had to pull that one off. Like I said, man. We took a dramatic loss, a dramatic hit. and losing our another safety. We lost Brian Branch for the season. I believe he tore his ACL, if I'm not mistaken. So he won't be back until next year around this time. So we have to be able to regroup. So look, man, you guys are still in a great position, man. We can't even win our division. We can only make the playoffs by a wild card. So, you guys still have a chance to win your division, at least. All right, they got Pitbull masking up, putting this Pitbull mask on, getting ready to come out. Yeah, man. They'll rebound, man. They've been pretty decent, thus far. And like I said, y'all probably getting to the thicker end of the tougher teams in y'all division, I should say. But if y'all can get past tomorrow and get through tomorrow with a W, man, y'all will be okay. All right, so we got Pitbull Cruz. He's waiting to come out. Which he's the champion. So I thought Lamont probably was going to come out last, but it looked like they're going to introduce Cruz first. It looks like. Yeah, Cruz is definitely a great puncher. He's very physical and he stays aggressive from beginning to end. All right, so they got Cruz as the favorite. James Saunders said I was at work when that game came on, but I knew the Cowboys wouldn't beat them in Detroit. Yeah, man. I said the same thing too. I was a little bit. I was nervous, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was nervous that St. Brown was not going to be able to play that game, but he shocked and he surprised everybody by coming in and playing. That should set a precedent for most of the players now that's hurt. And that's and that can play through it. That let players know that that you can play through some certain injuries, I should say. So that went a lot, man. I give St. Brown big ups, man. He played when we needed him most. He didn't take a cop out and and sit out. Because a lot of players do, man. A lot of players will not risk hurting themselves further. And won't take one for the team, man. And I understand. Your body is how you make your money. So sometimes you have to protect your body and sit out games. But that just shows the unselfishness of St. Brown, going out there injured like that. Yep. So here we go, man. They're waiting to introduce the fighters. All right. So Jimmy Lennon Jr. is getting ready to announce the fighters, and it's getting ready to go down, man. We got a few people here watching. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow. It helps your boy get in the YouTube algorithm. And make sure that you share, and you're also hitting that like button too. And then if you notice, James, man, the referees tried their best to, give Dallas that game, like how they've been doing the previous years when we played Dallas. But but I was impressed, man. Our defense held up. CD Lamb went out. He went out in the third quarter, I believe, with a concussion and did not come back. Yeah. That hurt them too. Because he was doing this thing before he went out. I believe he had like 120, 130 yards, before he went out. So but it is what it is, man. We have players that was out too. So, it happens. Injuries are part of the game. But man, CD Lamb, to me, man, he's always hurt. It's like you cannot really count on him. And that's the difference between players like St. Brown and CD Lamb, man. CD Lamb, man, you touch him, he hurt. He gonna sit out. Like I said, I don't blame players for putting their bodies first over injury and not playing through injury, because that's how you make your money. But it shows the difference between players like St. Brown that's willing to get out there and play hurt through injury. That's saying a lot, man. And give me your comment. What do you think about that? I can't even pronounce that. At ZX or whatever that says, man. You gotta apologize. I don't have my glasses on, so at ZXZXZXSSDV. Okay, they got your boy Cameron in there with Lamont Roach. Okay. All right. So we got the fighters are in the ring. It's getting ready to go down. Give me you guys his opinion. Give me your thoughts on tonight's fight. Before the fight started up, give me your picks on tonight's fight. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with I'm always go with I'm gonna go with Roach, man. I like Pitbull too, but I'm gonna go with Roach, man. Yeah. Yep. So give me your pick, man. Who y'all going with tonight's fight? Like I said, man, I'm gonna pick Roach, just because, but Pitbull can easily, win his fight too. I don't know if you guys can hear the commentary. So in between I try to pause, so hopefully you guys can hear this. You got Pitbull coming out to his music. All right, so you got Pitbull getting ready to enter the ring, and it's getting ready to go down. So yeah, man, give me your picks, give me your thoughts on tonight's fight. I believe Vegas has your boy Pitbull as the favorite. So if you want to win some money, man, and you think your boy Roach is going to win, now is the time to make some money. They got Cruz as the favorite, I should say. Shit. All right, so Cruz is in the ring. It's getting ready to go down. So we're just gonna wait for Jimmy Lennon Jr. to give us the tail of the tape, and it's getting ready to go down. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Well, Cruz is the younger out of the two, 27 to 30. Cruz, Lamont Roach has the is heavier. Lamont has the height 5'4", 5'7" to Cruz's 5'4", and Lamont has the reach 6'8" versus Cruz 6'3", I should say. Excuse me, guys. Turn it up a little bit just in case you guys can hear. Well, definitely. They're fighting out of Texas, so Cruz is going to have the crowd favorite with him tonight. Cruz don't look a day over 15. That's crazy. Man, this is hurting my ear so bad. You guys got to excuse me. I'm still a little swollen up around my ear from that surgery. So that's why you guys see me adjusting this headset. Here we go. Here we go. It's going down. It's prime time. It's going down. All right, like I said, a teletape. Lamont Roach is 30 years old. He is 5'7", reach, weight 139.6 pounds, fighting out of Washington, D.C. Going down. Okay, so you know what? I forgot Lamont did have belts when he fought Tank. Here we go. It's going down. 27. Cruz, like I said, he don't look like a day over 15, but 27 years old, height 5'4". Man, make sure you hitting that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button at ZXZXZX while you're putting all this on there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. I don't see that subscription moving up yet. All right, here we go. Getting ready to start up. All right, so here we go. Fight getting ready to start. Let me know who you guys are picking. Who you got? I'm going with Roach. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if your boy Pitbull pulled it off. But here we go. Pitbull is the aggressor out of the two. He's coming out and sitting in the ring like I thought. He's letting that right hand go early. But Roach is the bigger out of the two, so he should be able to just really pop that jab and, keep the distance between, keep Pitbull at a distance, I should say. Yeah, this should be a great fight. Pitbull is just coming in like that Pitbull, like a dog throwing them hooks. Yeah, that's what he got to do. That's all Roach pretty much has to do is use that jab to, watch out for them right hand hooks. But use the jab to his to his advantage, man. He just got to use that jab to his advantage and just keep Cruz, at a distance, and he'll be able to win this fight easily. Because for the most part, Cruz is looking to just throw, the same looping. I'm not gonna say looping, but hooks. He will throw combinations here and there, but for the most part, he's going to try to. He's looking for knockout shots. Lamont Roach gonna have to be busy, man, because like I said, Cruz is nonstop. He's gonna throw punches from the beginning to the end of each round. Mm. Mm. Yeah, Roach smiling, grimacing. He better take a Pitbull for real. Yeah, he does. He looks very uncomfortable in there. And that's what Cruz does to fighters. He make you uncomfortable. He put that constant pressure on you. Ooh. Yeah, that's what Roach got to throw that jab and hit him with that 1-2, keep that boy up off of him. Hmm. Interesting first round. Cruz was the more aggressive, but in my opinion, I'll say Lamont probably led to more efficient punches. So that round could have went either way. I'll give it to Lamont Roach. All right, here we go. Round 2 of 12. And they gave Cruz that first round. It could have went either way. Cruz was the aggressor. Make sure you guys still can hear me over here on Facebook. What's going on, Facebook fans over there? Hopefully you guys are enjoying the commentary on the fight. Hear me over here on Facebook. What's going on, Facebook? Okay, here we go. But like I thought Cruz has been the aggressor. Good 1-2 from both fighters. Roach is looking to be more of a counter fighter. Good left hand by Roach. Cruz gonna have to watch them hooks. He's leaving himself open coming in to them left hooks of from Roach. Good right hand by Cruz. There's been some good exchanges, by both fighters. Both fighters has never been knocked out, and I'm going to say both fighters has never been down. Well, I don't know if I'm not going to say both fighters has never been down because I don't know if Roach been down before or not. But I'm going to say both fighters has not been down. Hey, Cruz throwing them damn hooks, boy. He's making Roach feel very uncomfortable. He's looking uncomfortable in there, Roach is. Which Roach, only thing you got to do is just get back to popping that jab, and keeping Cruz at a distance. That's where Lamont Roach is going wrong, sitting in there trying to, trade punch for punch with Cruz. That's not Lamont Roach fight. The fight for him is to stay on the outside, popping that jab in with that 1-2 and hooks. Like that. That's what the corner needs to tell Roach when he comes back to the corner after this round. Do not sit there and try to trade blows for blows with Cruz. That's what Cruz want. And his best interest is just to throw that jab, and keep Cruz at a distance. That's it. I got to take that headpiece off for a second. It's killing my ears. It's a little tight, but I can hear. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. Yeah, Pitbull pitching that pace up. Okay, here we go. Round 3 of 12. Thus far, they have Cruz winning both rounds. Okay, we got BJ3 getting ready to come back in. BJ3.
Yes, sir.
What up, though?
You got it.
All right. So far, the commentators got Cruz winning both rounds of the fight.
I got Roach. I got Roach winning one. I got it 1-1.
Okay, I had Roach winning the first round, so we on the same. We on the same scorecard. But this has been a pretty contested fight, man. Cruz is bringing it to
happened with Cool Boy Steph? Man, Fullerton, the last fight. Man, if I had never saw him fight before, I would be like, man, that dude can't. Like, what is he doing? Like, only thing that he could have done that was impressive was he didn't get knocked out. But other than that, he didn't look good at all. I wouldn't think he was a good fighter.
When you go back, if you go back and watch this tape, you're gonna hear me say exactly what you said. I'm like, how is he a 2-time world champion?
Man, he can fight. I just seen him. Man, I done seen him get. I seen him put work in, and I done seen him. I seen him when he took his L, and I seen him when he came back. I did. I was watching. I said, okay, I remember that. I seen that. I remember all that. But it's like, oh man, he didn't. You wouldn't know that about him watching him fight tonight. that right hand you kept saying, like, I'm like, what is that? Like, that looked like an amateur. That looked like some rolling type stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I said the whole fight. You know, people was like, "You look tired." I'm like, "Man, trying to stay woke through this boring fight." But you know, it is what it is what it was, man. Fulton definitely. Ooh, whoa,
Woo!
whoa! Hey, and now my shit buffering. Go ahead and commentate BJ3 because I'm buffering for a little
Nah,
bit.
I saw. It looked like they both hit. They both hit each other.
Yeah, they
This
both
is
hit,
first
but your boy,
knockdown. This is the first time he ever
but your
been knocked
boy,
down.
your boy getting a standing 8. Okay, I'm back up. So you might be a little ahead of me. Roach is getting a standing 8. Whoa, I knew it. I called it though, man. I said I wanted Roach to win, but I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm buffering again now. So you gonna have to keep us tuned in, BJ3.
I got
All
best
right.
one too. I'm best one too. But
Okay. I'm back on. Your boy Roach is holding. Cruz trying to get at him. Well, now I'm buffering like a motherfucker now. No, this is some
so
bullshit.
I'm looking at. Okay, I'm looking at Roach. Roach got his guards up. He coming forward. Pitbull throwing punches. He not landing nothing, but he throwing the punches. The round ended. So the
Okay,
thing
I'm at
is,
27.
you can't let him just throw punches without answering
Yeah, I'm
nothing
about
back,
to go back out and come back
or
in.
he gonna continue to do that. So
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
let me see his
And
night.
listen, and I told the people that's watching, I said, Cruz, man, he's going to keep that pressure all day long. You know, and if
Oh, man, Lamont hit him with a right and a left, and Pitbull got that
okay.
left hook on him and put him. Ooh, yeah, the glove hit the cabin.
All right, I am in the 4th round, the beginning of the 4th round.
The yours already
Yeah,
started. I'm still in
hey.
the corner. I'm still in the corner.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
hopefully this gonna wake Cruz up.
He gonna have to flip the script. Go on and switch it up now. Stop being so defensive
Roach,
and
yeah,
go
man.
offensive.
Really, listen, he need to go. Roach need to go back to how he was in that first round, popping that jab. He's fighting Cruz fights, standing there in the middle of the round. That's why he
Right.
got dropped. Only thing his coach should have been telling him to pop that jab, keep Cruz at a distance.
Yeah.
He fighting Cruz fight BJ3 by
Right.
standing there in
Right.
close, taking
Yeah.
shots like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's not putting your skills on display.
That's not Roach fight. His corner is not coaching him right. You know what I mean? Only thing he had to do was pop that jab, throw that
What the
right
corner?
hand, and
What
throw
does
them
corner
hooks behind
say?
that right hand and keep Cruz off.
What does corner say?
Well, I didn't. They from what it's showing me, they not telling him to pop that jab or do nothing. He's steadily right there trying to go blow for blow in the middle of the round, and that's not his fight.
Right. Well, maybe he was trying to stay back a little bit, and he said, "Let me go ahead and let me see if I can." What
Because
happened if I press the fight?
Roach must think that he's the bigger fighter, but hey, you know, he thinks he's a lot stronger and bigger that he can sit there and go with Cruz, but you know, Cruz already don't put him on his ass. Okay. Cruz look like he might be hurt too now, BJ. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His people like, look, go ahead and give him what you got instead of you backing up. Let's see if he can take what you got. Because I done seen
Yeah,
Cruz hurt
well,
before.
Cruz
Sometimes you
do
got to
look like
try.
he
You
kind
got
of
to
hurt.
switch it up. You got to switch it up. Sometimes you got to see what works.
Okay, Roach trying to dig in. You know, I ain't mad at him, but that's not your fight though, man. You know, especially if you're the bigger fighter and you got that reach, you have to use that jab to your advantage. And he's not using the jab to his advantage.
He want to see if he can beat him here. If he can't beat him
Yeah,
here, then
hey,
he has to go back to that.
hey, that makes for a great fight. Bang it out there and fuck it. Go for the gusto.
And people don't like it when somebody on him. So that's what they want to see what happens when you jump on him.
Ooh, hey, them boys throwing them hooks. Okay, so I'm at the end of the round, Pimp. I don't know where you at. The bell just rung on my end. Yeah, but look, man, this has been a great
Hey,
fight.
Roach looked good this round. I give Roach this round for sure.
Yeah, I
With
give
the
Roach that
style,
last
with
round
that
most
style,
definitely.
with fighting Pitbull style, I give Roach that round.
Yeah, I give Roach that last round most definitely. He was he landed to more punches. He was more aggressive. But hey, your boy Cruz, man, hey, them hooks and uppercuts, boy, is dangerous.
Yeah.
But Roach corner, man, they got to notice that's all Cruz is looking for is uppercuts and hooks. Knockout shots. You know what I mean? So he got to go back to throwing them jabs and keeping Cruz to a distance. It's in his best interest is to throw that jab to keep Cruz off that jab.
Mm.
But what do he do? He go right back out in the middle of the ring, trying to go blow for blow.
I don't know. I don't know if he was supposed to be doing jabs earlier,
Wow,
and that
man,
wasn't that wasn't working. So
they
maybe they
they
said
got
go ahead and be more aggressive.
yeah, they got Cruz dominating. Okay, that's the total body shots though.
We know he's gonna throw a bunch of punches.
Yeah.
You gotta catch. You gotta catch him while he throwing punches. You gotta throw it while he throwing, but sharper. If he throwing looping shots, throw that
Yeah.
stuff up underneath.
See, and then Cruz got Roach kind of a little bit frustrated, man. Roach, like, let me get this. I'm gonna stand here and go with this little nigga. See, Roach think that he can stand there and do with him, but Cruz, man, Cruz is a different type of a demon out there, going
Yeah,
toe to toe. If you're not in shape, Cruz gonna bring it up out of you.
right. Because he gonna keep coming no matter what.
He keep coming, full fight.
And you
See,
can't
and
let
that's
him
why
do this.
Roach got to go back to popping that jab. He can't keep
You
standing
can't
there
let him
going
throw.
blow for blow. He gonna get knocked out, BJ3.
You think Roach gonna get knocked out?
If he continue to stand there in the middle round trying to trade shots with Cruz, he's going to get stopped. Mark my word. I hate to say it because I can see it. Because look at Roach. He's tiring out. This is Cruz fight. This is the type of fight Cruz fight. He's normally
This what he
dominated,
like.
by bigger fighters.
This what he do. This what he do. You're right, 100%. But
Yeah.
Roach won the last round fighting this style. You said he can't
Yeah,
do
I
this
mean,
for the rest of the fight, huh? There's several
right.
more
Yeah,
rounds to go.
I don't think Roach can keep this pace up.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Don't get
rounds
me
left.
wrong. Roach handling his business when he go there toe for toe.
Bumping on his head. Yeah, Roach do look like he's
But
starting to get tired. It's too
yeah,
early in the
and then,
fight to be getting tired.
he's already down. He's already behind in one round, a 10-8 round because of the knockdown.
Right.
It's a good fight, man. It's been a really good fight. Okay, Roach trying to turn it up a little bit.
Ooh.
I think Roach, man, he talking to the crowd and shit. He frustrated. His corner need to tell him to pop that jab and keep that boy. Quit standing there in the middle of that round. This is a good fight, man. This is a really good fight.
Yeah. They throwing combinations. They both kind of in the middle of the ring. Pitbull doing his haymakers like he do. Like you say, Roach. I just saw Roach talk to the crowd, so you about 15, 20 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah.
He's fighting his fight. But
Yeah,
I don't
Pitbull.
know who you get that round to.
I get that round of Pitbull. Pitbull fighting a little dirty too in that round. You will see like the little headbutts and shit that he trying to hit him with.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. But I'll give that. You know what? I get that round. I get that round. Roach.
Yeah.
You know, because right now, only thing Cruz, man, he
Yeah,
landed
he
some
did
good
a head
combinations
at
in
the
that last round.
business.
That was a good round for both fighters. You know, so oh, what the fuck? What was Pitbull doing?
He leaned in with his head.
Yeah. Oh, he just caught Roach
Right.
with a good ass left hook. And Roach better watch out, man. Roach better pop that jab and stay the fuck away. He just caught him with a good left hook. I don't know if you saw that one.
Nah, I'm gonna hang up because you too far ahead of me. I'll call back.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, man. You know, this is this has been a pretty great, entertaining fight. I'm a little bit ahead of BJ3. You know, this is a great fight. Yeah, thus far, man. You know, it's been an evenly matched fight. You know, it's hard to say who's winning. I'll give it 2-2, and we'll see who'll win this round right here. You know, it looked like Cruz is starting to tire out a little bit too. Yeah, Cruz is starting to tire out too. So now Roach got to, you know, go ahead and pop that jab and keep. You know, there's starting to be a lot of holding and just keep Cruz on the outside of that jab. That's it. You know, and Frank, I mean, and Roach, he'll see that he can win this fight easily if he is to keep Pitbull on the outside of that jab and them left hooks. I mean, them right hooks, I should say. Yeah, that's what I keep saying. Keep him on the inside of that, on the outside of them jabs, and throw them left hooks, left and right hooks. Hmm. You know, Pitbull is definitely starting to get tired. He's holding a lot. You know, so you know, the fight is starting to go a little bit more towards Roach side now. Now Cruz is backing up. Yeah. It's been a close round, but thus far I'll give it to Roach. What's going on out there, Facebook friends? Good fight, man. It's a really good fight. You know, you got your boy Lamont Roach versus Pitbull Cruz. A great fight, you know, thus far. You know, we got BJ3 that's you know, probably gonna be joining us shortly. You know, we were just having a little bit delays with each other with the fight. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, so we still can be heard. I'm just checking to make sure everything over on YouTube. What's going on, man? We got a few people in there watching. Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe. Comment section is open. We are live giving full commentary to this Pitbull Cruz Lamont Roach fight. A great contested, evenly contested fight. For the most part, you know, I'll give Lamont Roach that last round. So he's probably winning 4 rounds to 2. You know, but you know, well, I'll say 3 rounds to 2 because whoa, good hook. You know, because Lamont Roach has already been dropped, but he's coming on. He's starting to tire out Cruz, man. Starting to hit Cruz with good shots. It just ain't got no content. Yeah, Roach is starting to land. He's starting to be a little the busier out of the two. You know, they're taking away a point away from Cruz for low blows. So, you know, for the most part, Cruz is starting to tire out. You know, so you know, like I said, Cruz is the more aggressive, but Roach is starting to land more cleaner punches out of the two, I should say. All right. 10 seconds left in the final in the 7th round. All right, so give me you guys his opinion. Give me your thoughts on this fight. Who are you picking so far? I picked Cruz. I mean Roach to win the fight, but I said I wouldn't be surprised if Cruz end up with the win. But for the most part, it looks like Lamont Roach is starting to, you know, get the better of Cruz the more and more this fight goes on. You know, but it's been a really great fight. You know, Cruz did everything that I said he was going to do. He's coming out being very aggressive, still aggressive, but you know, he's very tired now. You know, Lamont needs to go ahead and turn it up, pop that jab, and BJ3.
Man, you see that point?
Yeah, Cruz starting to tire out, man. Now he can go ahead and he pretty much can get Cruz up out of there.
He ain't never been down. He ain't never been out. But he every time he throw that left, he catching it.
Yeah,
He
he
need to
is.
keep that jab. Bam, he catching with that left. Keep it out there. But his daddy said mid range short shots, which is perfect because Cruz, like you said, he tired out. He throwing them looping right hands,
Yeah,
leaning in with it.
he's
Throw
definitely
that short
tired. You
shit
know.
right there down the middle.
Yeah, Cruz
It's
been
wide open.
he's gonna catch Lamont gonna catch him with a good left hook. He's been catching him with them left and right hooks, but it's been a good fight, man. So far they have to fight evenly.
I got Roach up.
I got Roach up too, you know, but the commentators got it evenly, and then plus Cruz still has that 10-8 round. You know, but I have Roach up winning too myself personally.
Yeah, I got him up. Because you wash out the knockdown with the point deduction. I got the last 3-4 rounds I gave it to Roach, and then one of the first two. You can pick which one. You know what I'm saying? So I got him up.
No, but I will say this: Roach he's gonna have to dominate a little bit more, you know, because like I said, Cruz is tired now. He's starting to get the best. So
okay. If the fight continues just like it's going, do you think Roach is doing enough to get the belt? Because remember, his fight against Tank, he didn't get the belt because that knockdown didn't count. So what you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say if the fight continues to go like this, Roach probably will win the fight.
Okay.
Even with that 10-8 round. You know, because like I said, he's the more active out of the two now. right now, Cruz is just really trying to hold on and trying to survive this fight now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
You know what I mean, BJ3?
he moving around and moving back, stuff he don't normally do.
Yeah, Cruz is pretty much down to like 1 to 2 shots now. He's pretty much gassed. He's winded. Really, Roach can just pop that jab and 1-2 him, and and can get him up out of there, man. And really, because Cruz is backing up.
Yep, he catching with enough
He's not even being
left.
the aggressor, so he's all the way. He's actually relinquishing being the aggressor, I should say.
Eighth round. All right.
Okay, so what round are you in?
I got 35 seconds left in the 8th round.
Okay, so my round just ended. So
Yeah,
let me
he's 30
see.
seconds ahead. Okay.
All right. So yeah, and I get Roach this
Yeah.
round right there, man.
Hell yeah,
So he started.
Yeah, Pitbull, he ain't doing his fight at all. He moving all over the place.
Yeah,
Gotta get
Pitbull, man.
Roach this round.
He's tired, man. He's exhausted. The first few rounds of him throwing punches he's exhausted now. So really, man, the only thing Roach got to do is just just jab away, man, and let his jab lead him to victory lane.
Jab and keep hitting him with that left hook. And
Yeah.
eventually he may soften him up and get something out of it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yep. So here we go. We are we're getting ready to go into the 9th round, 9 out of 12. All right, so here we go. Cruz is definitely tired. He's not looking to be the aggressive. Actually, Cruz is Roach is actually the aggressor out of the two now. Cruz is trying to, catch his win, get his second win, I should say. Yeah, then you know what? I forgot BJ3. Cruz got a point taken away from him, so that 10-8 round is not going to matter anymore. I forgot about that. So yeah, Roach is definitely winning this fight. Maybe by a round or two. Yep. So give me you guys a start. If you're watching the fight, let me know who you think is winning this fight. I forgot about that point they just took. So that wiped away that 10-8 round that Cruz got. So Roach is definitely winning this fight, BJ3. And Cruz is pretty much just down to 1 or 2 shots looking for the knockout versus anything now. He's dead tired. Look like Roach has gotten a little tired himself too. So pretty much it's going to be like who wants this fight more out of the two. We got a few thousand people watching. I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Make sure that you definitely hit that subscribe button. It helps your boy get into the YouTube algorithm. We're over here putting up daily content. We have the full fight commentary. We've been broadcasting live for 2 hours and 13 minutes. We've brought you guys the prelims and then this main event, Cruz versus Roach. 9 out of 12. You got a minute left in the 9th round, heading into the 10th round. But both fighters have appeared to be tired. They're slowing down. Pretty much all Roach has to do is just pop that jab, and just stay busy. Cruz has pretty much come to a standstill. He's just throwing, looping hooks now. And that's it. Yeah, we're down to 20 seconds left in this 9th round, getting ready to head into the 10th round. Yeah, but I definitely need for you guys to hit that subscribe button. It's important. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by before the end of the new year, by the new year. And it only helps when you guys hit that button. And only you guys can make that possible. So this is the end of the 9th round. We're getting ready to go into the championship rounds. Round 10 through 12 are championship rounds. BJ3. We are in the championship rounds, BJ3. And then we forgot BJ3. When they took that point away from Cruz, it took away that 10-8 round. So Roach is winning this fight by far.
That's what I said. It at least washed out. It at least washed the knockdown.
No, it wiped it out. It wiped it out. It took away that knockdown. When he took that point away, it evened that round back out.
Right.
So it was almost like the knockdown didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for the most part,
last round?
I say Roach won that. For the most part, man, Cruz is going to need a knockout to win this fight.
Okay, you just switched it up. Okay.
Cruz is going to need a knockout. And let me see what the commentators are saying. They're putting up body shots. Yeah, Roach definitely winning the fight. When they show whose total punches landed, we'll see. Or rounds won, I should say.
Well, sometimes even though it's they say numbers don't lie, it's not the same. Like, okay, so you tell me what counts when you get hit on your arm. Is that considered a body shot or a successful punch, or is that considered a block shot?
It's considered, if you get hit on your elbows, your arms, it's a block shot. If you're not hitting the kidneys or the body or the face, anything that's blocked by the gloves or the arms is considered a block shot.
So the arms, the biceps, the whole arm is considered a block.
Yeah, it's considered a block shot.
Okay. So
yeah,
if they counting a bunch of fury shots versus a good place shot, the numbers might be higher, but the damage, like you can see, when somebody gets hit.
Right. Yeah. See, and I'll be honest, that Roach should be winning this fight. Let me see. Wow, I missed it. Roach should be winning this fight, even though it looks like Cruz has been the more aggressive. But if you notice, since the 4th or 5th round, only thing really Cruz has been doing is just throwing like looping left and right hooks and really not landing them. Roach has been landing the more of the punchers, more efficient punches out of the two.
I agree.
Yeah. And Roach even know it, because now he's just pretty much just trying to stay away and pop that jab. You don't want to run into no looping hooks or nothing like that. Roach is acting like he already got the fight won.
Well, he definitely is moving up, and he need to do a little more, to take them belts. You got to beat the champ.
Yeah. I agree, and if he's moving up, he's definitely gonna have to, but don't get me wrong, man. Pitbull is a tough fight. I'm not gonna say he didn't impress me. Oh wow, that was the end of that round. Yeah, but I'm not gonna say Roach did not impress me, but I thought we probably would have saw more. Out of Roach than meaning that what he did with Tank. You know what I mean? But when you fight a fighter like Cruz, man, he changed your whole fight style up. It makes for a difficult fight. And that's what we saw tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Styles make fights, and Pitbull's style is going to be ugly. It's going to be an ugly fight. You're going to have to fight excuse me, you're gonna have to fight some inside fight. And if you
Right.
got enough power, you can fight a little mid game and keep him on the jab a little bit. But he is gonna come in, so you got to be able to
Right.
deal with that because he's gonna come forward.
Yeah. And like you said, man, it's going to make for an ugly fight, but that's the type of style that. Okay, here we go. So they got it 94-94, BJ3.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I had Roach at least winning 2 rounds, so I don't know. So really, this fight can go either way.
Yep.
So really, Lamont better stop running around like he got it won and actually get a little bit more aggressive.
That's exactly what I just said. Yep. Okay. I see the 94-94.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because the judges, it might fuck around and be another draw.
Right. What round is this? 11.
This is the round, man. But only thing that may stop it from being a draw is Cruz actually got a knockdown.
You think that'll be enough?
But I'm gonna be honest, man. Cruz missed a lot of shots. He from round 1 through 5. Cruz did most of his damage. After that, it was all Roach. Yup, see, and that's all he got to do, man, is just keep popping that jab, keeping Cruz off the end of that jab, and that's it. He'll win this fight.
Yeah, but Cruz coming. So you got to.
He's coming.
It's easier said than done. You got to do that and be able to deal with the time and ready to go pop, and move out the way. It's not just hit him. You got to hit him and move. Because if you don't, he's coming forward and he's going to grab you. So now you got to deal with his head and all that other stuff. Yep.
And that's just like this round right here, man. Cruz was the more aggressive, but to you, who landed the more punches in this round?
Right.
So it's gonna be kind of hard to judge this fight because of the styles. You even hear the crowd booing now.
Yeah, they watching. It's they in there. It's a chess match because the wrong person make the wrong move. They both didn't felt each other's power. Both of them. Cruz felt.
And
his
you know
power.
what? I'm gonna be honest, BJ. It's actually hard to. Whoa, Cruz. Your boy Lamont just got caught with a hook. Oh, again. See, now you know what? And that's where Lamont is gonna lose this fight. I don't know if you at the end of the round yet, but he got
man, of course not. I had to hang up.
Yeah, he got two left hooks. That probably cost him this fight when he could have just kept popping that jab. So now this 12th and final round, Cruz is going to be on. He's going to be on the mission of very aggressive. Yeah. So,
I don't think that was nothing. They was fighting. He got some good shots at it, but that's okay. He didn't get wobbled or nothing like that. He okay. That if anything, I would have put that round to draw because up until them last 10 seconds, I have Roach winning it.
And I had just said that, Pip. I said it's gonna fuck around and be another draw.
Yeah, it's a possibility. That's why I said he need to do a little more to take the belt.
Yeah, he do. All right, here we go. The 12th and final round.
All right, I'm gonna hang up. I'm
gonna
hang up because I don't want you to say nothing, and I ain't seen it yet. So I'm gonna call back.
There we go. Just come on back in into decision.
All right.
All right, they got shit. They got who do they got up? It's hard to score this fight. It's been a really, really good fight. Lamont is going to have to land some points and be a little bit more physical this round because Cruz, as we know, is going to continue to come forward and try to get that knockout. Roach got to put some points and show these judges that he wants his fight too. Now it looks like Roach is just trying to survive. And the judges is not going to give up. Okay, there you go. Ooh, Roach just got caught with another left hook. And the judges is not going to give the fight to a person who's pretty much running and not standing there and not being aggressive. And then they're fighting in Houston. Pitbull got the crowd behind him. Good shot, man. Hey, look, this has been a great fight. We're down to the last minute. Roach is still trying to stand there in the middle of the round. Good shot. That's good shot. Good shot. Okay, see now this may give Roach the fight with his last and final 12th round. He just landed some good shots. All right, 45 seconds left in the 12th and final round. I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Give me your thoughts on this fight. Who do you think won this fight? We're down to the last 30 seconds of this fight. It's been actually a great fight. Well contested, well challenged, evenly matched fight. And I'll give it so far. It looks like to me Lamont Roach is going to win this fight, even after being dropped. Here we go. The last 10 seconds of this fight. Who wants some more? Ooh, cracking. Okay, here we go. That's it. The fight for the 12th and final round. This was a good fight. This is probably going to be a draw. But my motto is if you don't put the champion on his ass, you really don't win this belt and walk away with the belt. And Cruz put your boy Roach on his ass. So we about to find out. But look, it's been a great fight. I want to thank BJ3. I want to thank James Sanders for coming in, commenting and chopping it up with your boy like as usual. I want to wish him and the coach good luck on your game tomorrow against the Jaguars. Again, I want to thank BJ3 coming in, getting his input, giving his thoughts and opinion on tonight's fight. Which BJ3 will probably come in for a little bit. Hey, they was giving some hooks left and right. Definitely was trading them hook shots. Yeah, but give me your thoughts. Put it in the comment. They have not went to the. Okay, it did touch the can. Okay, wow. Okay, that was it was a good shot. Yep. So give me you guys his opinion. Who do you think won this fight? Yeah, I think Roach landed more shots. Cruz was the aggressor. Ooh. Cruz is a tough fighter, man. It makes for a difficult fight when you fight against him. But somebody got to lose. Yep, so here we go. So you guys give me your opinion, give me your thoughts on tonight's matchup. Who you rolling with. I said I was going to go with Roach. And we'll see. Okay, so yeah, Roach landed. Final. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. Here we go. To 111 is of East Cruz. Judges average time,
Palmer and Corey Santos both scored the bout 113 to 113, a draw. This figure is a majority draw.
I knew it. That's crazy. I called it. I said it's probably going to be a draw with that's crazy. So hey, good fight. Another draw. Second draw in a row for Lamont Roach. I don't know where he goes from here now. Back to the drawing board, but got to be, you can't be disappointed. Because a draw is not a loss, but it's also not a win. But at the end of the day, he got dropped. If he wouldn't have got dropped, then he probably would have won this fight. But look, it was a great fight, great matchup. I don't have anything else to add to this. But it was just a great fight. From the beginning to the end. Again, I want to thank James Sanders for his comments. I want to thank BJ3 for his opinion, his thoughts on the fight. It's been another one. It's your boy Dame D, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Help your boy out. The channel is growing, and it can only grow by you guys helping me out by hitting that subscribe button. It don't cost you a thing to hit that button. But it's another one. It's your boy Dame D, and I am out. Peace. And make sure, for those that's looking in on Facebook, come over to YouTube and hit that channel. But give me your opinion. The comment section is still going to be open after I end this. Give me your thoughts. Who do you think won this fight? It's another one. It's your boy Dame D, and I am out. Peace.